The Central Intelligence Agency, a whisper in the corridors of power, a name synonymous with espionage, intrigue, and the clandestine world of intelligence gathering. Since its inception in 1947, the CIA has played a pivotal role in shaping American foreign policy and safeguarding national security. From the shadowy battlefields of the Cold War to the fight against terrorism in the 21st century, the CIA has been at the forefront of America's intelligence apparatus. Its history is a complex tapestry woven with both triumphs and failures, marked by moments of brilliance and shrouded in controversy. Understanding the CIA is crucial to understanding the complexities of American power in the world. Its actions, both overt and covert, have had a profound impact on global events, shaping the destinies of nations and influencing the course of history. The origins of the CIA can be traced back to the ashes of World War II. The Office of Strategic Services, or OSS, America's wartime intelligence agency, had proven its worth in gathering intelligence and conducting covert operations against the Axis powers. However, with the war's end, the OSS was disbanded, leaving a void in America's intelligence capabilities. The Cold War was emerging, and the Soviet Union's expansionist ambitions posed a new threat to American interests. In response to this growing threat, President Harry S. Truman signed the National Security Act of 1947, creating the Central Intelligence Agency. The CIA was tasked with gathering foreign intelligence, analyzing threats, and conducting covert operations to protect American interests abroad. From its humble beginnings in a cluster of temporary buildings, the CIA quickly grew into a powerful and secretive organization, its influence extending far beyond the borders of the United States. The Cold War became the defining conflict of the early CIA. The Soviet Union and its allies represented a formidable ideological and military challenge, and the CIA was thrust into the forefront of the struggle against communism. From the battlefields of Korea to the jungles of Vietnam, the CIA engaged in a wide range of covert operations, supporting anti-communist movements, conducting sabotage missions, and attempting to destabilize Soviet-backed regimes. One of the CIA's most notable early successes was the overthrow of the democratically elected government of Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh in Iran in 1953. Fearing Mossadegh's nationalist policies and his potential alliance with the Soviet Union, the CIA orchestrated a coup that installed the pro-Western Shah Mohammad Reza Pahlavi in power. However, the CIA's record during the Cold War was far from unblemished. The disastrous Bay of Pigs invasion of Cuba in 1961, intended to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist government, ended in humiliation for the United States and further inflamed tensions with the Soviet Union. The CIA's involvement in the Vietnam War also proved deeply controversial. The agency's efforts to prop up the South Vietnamese government and undermine the communist Viet Cong were ultimately unsuccessful and mired in allegations of human rights abuses. Despite its successes, the CIA's history has been marred by a series of controversies and scandals that have called into question its methods and accountability. The agency's penchant for secrecy and its willingness to operate in the shadows have often led to abuses of power and violations of human rights. One of the most damaging scandals to rock the CIA was the Iran-Contra affair in the 1980s. The Reagan administration, seeking to secure the release of American hostages held in Lebanon, secretly sold arms to Iran in violation of an arms embargo. The proceeds from the arms sales were then illegally funneled to support the Contras, a right-wing rebel group fighting the socialist government of Nicaragua. The scandal, when it was exposed, sent shockwaves through Washington and tarnished the Reagan administration. The CIA's use of torture in the aftermath of the 9/11 attacks also sparked international outrage and condemnation. The agency's enhanced interrogation techniques, which included waterboarding, sleep deprivation, and stress positions, were widely denounced as torture and a violation of international law. The CIA's involvement in the overthrow of democratically elected governments, its support for brutal dictators, and its assassination plots have also drawn widespread criticism. These actions have often undermined American credibility and fueled anti-American sentiment around the world.